not going to go super in depth on this, but we've used LinkedIn, AdWords, and Facebook quite a bit. We spent about $1 million on LinkedIn and $1 million on Facebook over 15 years, more so in the last 7 years. On Google AdWords, we've spent over $4 million now. We'll spend anywhere from $30,000 to $50,000 in a low month to $70,000 to $150,000 a month and a high month on AdWords, Facebook, LinkedIn. LinkedIn, you're going to pay the most per click. Facebook, you'll pay the least per click. And then Google, through a search term, you get the most intent. Because they literally were looking for a healthcare investment. Or they literally typed into Google exactly what you're advertising in front of. A few things here to keep in mind is that you want to geographically target and start with a very small budget. I had no money to waste at the beginning, so we had a $300 per month budget. And we only kept the campaigns that worked and ditched the ones that didn't because we couldn't afford to burn $300 a month on something that didn't bring in a client. So we started from nothing. So while we spend a lot today, you just keep the campaigns that work and layer on new ones and always have some R&D experimentation going on there so that you don't waste money and track what works and what brings in phone calls and meetings and opt-ins. Any questions about advertising on social media that someone would like to ask? So we've had about 600,000 people opt into our campaigns over time for leads. Yeah, are there vendors to hire that can run some of this stuff? There are some, but I would go with someone who's really hyper-specialized to your exact industry because it becomes so specialized. So I don't know of a credible one who will run your ad campaign for raising capital on social media and does a good job across like all different types of investors. There's some groups that specialize in cannabis, some groups that specialize in real estate or sourcing real estate deals from people, but very hard to find that. We haven't outsourced it because we learned it from the beginning to do it ourselves. So we haven't outsourced it at our point. Pretty hard to do, but I would start with local in your region and start with someone who would be the most qualified looking for exactly what you're looking for. You know, the best way to not waste money here is to look in your Rolodex and say, oh, okay, I've got these 1,000 people that I think are investor leads for me. And then you take those and you upload them to Facebook or LinkedIn, and LinkedIn will say, oh, 600 of those match a LinkedIn account that have that email address or Facebook. And now you're only advertising to the people that you know, because you met them face to face, are real human beings who would really give you money. They're not bots. They're not high school students using their parents' account. Like, you know that those are qualified investors. So that is the most surefire way, is looking at people that are in the demographic. Like if it's a litigation hedge fund, maybe there's a way to get a database of all the law firm partners in the United States and advertise to the 18,000 people by matching the 6,000 LinkedIn, Facebook accounts that match. And now you have your own little mini TV channel on social media where only law firm partners are seeing your ad, not a bunch of random strangers. That's something that we didn't learn for quite a while, but is a way to save money. So I hope at least a couple people here find that helpful.